politicians will do what is right by the people seems to be dwindling by the day. Let's hear someone who's on this line. Good evening and welcome.
This is Hakim Adebi calling from Ibadan. Now, Pansami lacks the moral credibility to stay in that office any longer because he actually confirmed that he did that very thing, that is inciting radical religious views and so on and so forth. And I think that his action, some people might have lost their lives. And the testimony given by one Professor Aki today on the fourth newspaper is another thing that guy is rightly accused of complicity in the dastardly killing of many people through religion. So be that as it is, and in as much as he should not be rightly described to have renounced because even if he had done that, I think his past is one thing. So he lacks the moral credibility to remain in that office. And also, the federal government should act now because this is the time when silence is not golden. Silence is not golden at all. They should act now. They should ask him to step aside or sack him. So that is my view. Thank you.
Akim Adebi. Thank you so much for that view. We appreciate you for letting your view known here. 0805 699 8678 0706 949 3000. Hello, good evening. Okay, that's gone. 0805 699 8678. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
For joining us, what's the name? Where are you calling from?
Jide from the call.
Welcome, Mr. Jide.
Now, I like to comment on what the guy that called earlier said. It's a taboo and it's a sin in Islam for someone to blaspheme against the Prophet. But even in Saudi Arabia, if such thing is done, they have a law, a Sharia law. That person will be taken to a Sharia court and tried for the offense that person committed. Not that person will be stoned by mob. The Sharia law may be punishable by death, yes. But the court must have tried the person before the person is stoned or something like that. Now, here, you acted as a judge, you are an imam in a university campus, you acted as a judge, you mobilized students to go and murder, allegedly, a student then. And someone came on here to be justifying that. An attack without going to any Sharia court or any court. And the person who did this are even recanted and said he's sorry. And you are coming on here to defend that person. I mean, you have to get yourself examined too. So thank you.
Thank you very much for your view on that. We'd like to take more calls and see. Hello, who is here?
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. It's Splash Rendezvous. We'd like to know your name and where you're calling from.
This is Kazim Olada for Ridwan, calling from Ibadan.
Thank you, Ridwan. Welcome.
Yeah. My research as a Muslim is that even in the political system, in the Islamic political system set up by the Prophet in Medina, it produced a principle called Adala. So that Adala means equality, just like that of AVDIC. That means that Islam never gave anyone the opportunity to commit any crime under religion. So whether a person is a Muslim or not, if the person is found culprit, there's nothing wrong in trying him and prosecuting him. So on that issue of Sheikh Pantani, if he's found, guilty, there's nothing wrong in prosecuting him. That will give everybody the sense of, belonging, sense of equality. So that's my take on that.
Thank you very much. I mean, what I saw is that people were saying, there's a process to someone who had committed a crime, even if it's blasphemy. It should go to court. And maybe I should make this comment here. Just this evening, we read from the news in Algeria, even though it's not acceptable, but in Algeria, an author was accused of insulting the religion and he was given a 3-year jail sentence. He was taken to the court tried. That's very important. It was taken to court and it was tried, even though there might be issues around his trial, but it was tried. Hello, good evening. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, guys. Good evening. This is Sulaiman from Oluwaseun.
Welcome.
Look, it's scary now. I'm afraid. Because I thought this field is only limited to the north. For the young man to call earlier, for him to be saying what he's saying, I think we're in trouble, honestly, guys. Because I thought in this part of Nigeria that we are okay. We really don't see any reason to fight for the gods that we believe in. We thought they can fight for themselves. I thought someone abused my own gods. I thought my gods would just strike him if he has done wrong. But for me to now say, oh, I'm defending my father who art in heaven. Look, we are in trouble, bro. I really mean it. Because the way that guy was started, the way he started to lay up that emphasis, before you finally ask him that last question, and he gives that response, that because someone blame a prophet, then he has the right to kill the person. Man, God save us in this nation. God bless you.
Thank you very much for your views. Today.
You see, that's why it's important for us to continue to enlighten ourselves and to make decisions. You see, when issues like this come up, there's a point where we dovetail all of our discussion into which is allow the rule of law.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a distraction when some people make this look like it's a battle between the north and the south.
Or we against them.
Christians. No. This is about what the law says. Okay? This man has been found to be unfit for office, not because of his religious leanings, no, but because of his extreme and dangerous views. And they've gone beyond just views. He has actually expressed, he has acted upon them in the past that has led to, loss of life. Now he's a public official in a privileged position where he makes decisions that affect people, where he gets paid from the common purse. Now, if we make an example of him, without any regard to where he has come from or which religion he subscribes to, he sends a message to everybody that, okay, there is a minimum acceptable standard that you want in a civilized society. Why I am also, concerned is that people are defending based on, some are even attacking based on, who they think they are or which religion they subscribe to. No, that's not the point. The point is that by law, if you check the content of the infamous hate speech bill, there's a part of it that talks about statements that incite people.
Yeah.
Especially there's a clause in it that's the one that leads to or causes the death of another person is also punishable by death.
Exactly.
Under that bill. And it was roundly criticized because it's so worded in such an ambiguous manner. You start to ask yourself, what is hate speech?
And who decides what hate speech is?
Maybe you are going to have hate speech commission. But in this case, somebody made a declaration. Some will call it a fatwa. And like one of our callers said, I don't want to go over and over again, there is a process. A cleric, whether he's, a Muslim or a Christian, is not a judge. You can't be the jury, the judge, the executioner. Your pulpit is not a place where you make declarations about life and death and then you make people to act on it. No.
If it were so, the Constitution would have made it possible, because the Constitution does not allow that. Even the Constitution mentions Grand Cadi and all these other ones.
You can appeal.
So you can appeal. You see, even a death sentence can be appealed. It's not an express judgment that you just carry out just like that.
If the president fails to act on it, it's simply going to send one very loud message. That is, in support is in support.
All right, no. So I want us to close this now, so that I can move on to something else. But I want to close with a statement. The silence of the federal government on this issue is very loud. And it speaks to the fact that our government is in support of radical extreme views. We'll move on to the next issue right now. If you still want to call us, we'll be able to listen to you and hear you on the program. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. Gentlemen, I'd like us to deal with two issues very quickly, but maybe we'll start with the other one before we go to the issue of 1.2 billion naira to construct a new lodge in Abuja for the incumbent and successive governors. That's what we have. But there's this story in the news that really got me thinking, and I want us to quickly make comment about it. Gunmen abducted no fewer than 18 passengers from a commercial bus in the Ibadan area of Oyo State. The security of Oyo State, of Ibadan, for instance, and many other parts of Oyo State. I mean, the Ibadan-Ijebu Expressway is also a flashpoint, So, what should we be doing about this insecurity? I mean, when you have 18 passengers abducted, in one fell swoop. Michael, what should we be doing?
It tells us that we need to strengthen the security infrastructure. And for me, it looks like we have a non-existent security infrastructure, not to talk about strengthening one. There's none. That's a matter of fact. Because everybody seems to be everybody's is their own security, which is very unfortunate for a state that is highly perceived as a highly policed state. If you recall the way we pay attention to election in a state of 8 million people and 1.5 million people going to vote, you have 30,000 policemen, 5,000 NSCDC, and the rest of it. But when it comes to the general welfare of the people, then it becomes an issue to protect them. If someone is traveling within Oyo State, I'm not sure whether there's anywhere within Oyo State that you can travel 3 hours at a stretch, and you are traveling 3 hours at a stretch, and there is no security presence.
It depends on.
I mean, it depends where you're going.
If you are moving from Ibadan to Aguare.
I understand, but what I'm saying is that even if you have to travel 3 hours from one location to the other, you should travel with the sense that everything is gonna be all right.
No, today I'm concerned about the signal this sends to the minds of an average citizen of Oyo State or resident of Oyo State. If I've heard that Ibarapa is a place where 18 passengers could be taken from a commercial bus in one day, and I tell my wife that I have a journalistic work at Ibarapa, what will be happening to me right there?
You are insured.
I mean, am I?
This is saddening, is disheartening. And it's not just about Ibarapa. It's Ibarapa today, because of what has happened today, has just become a metaphor for basically our entire society. I think it was just maybe last week or thereabout that the Commissioner of Police in Oyo State, CP Ngozi Onodeko, led a team, a crack team, around towards that Idi Anyure axis. That's if you're going to Jebodi, because that place had also become a den of kidnappers. We all know that Lagos-Ibadan Expressway is not very safe, especially once it is from 7 p.m. Oyo to Oshogbo, Ilesha, Ife is also another rather unsafe place by the record of the kidnappings and attacks that we've witnessed there. What it simply means is that Our risk level is very high. Our country has become very, very insecure. And it is high time we are all alerted and alarmed. When we talk about insecurity, in the far-flung area, Kyoguni, Barakwa, Bomosho, sometimes people in the city feel, they feel insulated erroneously. Now we can see that nobody is insulated. Even if you think you are, what about your relatives?
Are we sleeping on this insecurity issue?
Of course we are. We are. I mean, if you talk about it, I mean, what I hear, the kind of vibe I get from the government in your state, for instance, is they will tell you that politicians are trying to politicize security. So if you talk about it and you put them to task, that is their easy defense. That's the easy way out for them. Oh, politicians are trying to politicize it. It is not just in Oyo State. It's happening in other neighboring states. It's happening in the Northeast and all of that. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't act. You're elected for a reason. So we're not come to terms with that fact right now that everywhere is unsafe. Don't forget that aside from kidnapping,
that's scary. When you say everywhere is unsafe.
Don't forget that we are having gang attacks now, even within Ibadan. Broad daylight, places like Bere, places like Popo, places like Bonfoto, Kioloko, all those places. I have witnessed a few myself. That's you see boys, with cutlasses, with
machetes,
robbing, attacking people, chasing people away from their stores, looting. So we have a lot on our hand, and it's high time the government stood up to our responsibility.
What are we supposed to be doing? Gentlemen, we talk about solutions journalism. What are we supposed to be doing right now? Particularly, I know that when you use this statement and you say this to maybe the governor of Oyo State or his aides, they tell you security is a national issue.
It is a national issue, but
are we going to fold our arms?
But you see, they have regional arrangements. They have individual states have they have this regional meshing for security, and then it's called Amotekun. I was still wondering, rather than do the job, we hear that Amotekun Corps members are fighting over girlfriends and the rest of it, when they should be paying attention to the greater security of the people. The government should be on its feet. You see, of course, it's beautiful argument to say that security is in the exclusive list or something like that. It's so beautiful, but you see, you can intervene, you can interface in such a way that you protect your people. See, you need to be selfish about some of these things. A governor needs to be selfish to say, I want my people protected.
Yes.
Yeah, you can be positively selfish. I want my people protected, and talk to the IG, talk to the Commissioner of Police and say, whatever it will take for my people to be protected and also have a sense of protection, I want us to do it. What does it take? The governor can go that extent.
So you are saying Amotekun?
Yes.
Should do something? Yes,
they should strengthen Amotekun. They also should tell them that they are here to serve the people and not to be carrying plantain in their e-locks and be pursuing people everywhere with sirens.
Today, can Amotekun do something about this?
Yes. If they are supported, if they are well funded, if they are well equipped, I think they are even in better position than some other organizations, because they know the terrain. They have local intelligence, because they are mostly from the states. And what I feel is missing is that somehow after our governors, basically all of them, after they satisfied our yearnings that, okay, we've given you Amotekun, which, was political, they more or less went to sleep. They need to equip Amotekun. They need to constantly train and retrain them. I think they can come to our rescue.
0809 155 1055, 0805 699 878, and 0706 949 3000. Are you feeling safe? Do you feel safe?
I want to
in
add,
your state
I want
today?
to add to what Tunde said.
Yes.
I agree that they should be equipped. But you see, I also want to be sure. I want to see Amotekun and feel at ease.
Don't you feel at ease when you see them
I
now?
don't.
Why?
I don't, because the way I've seen some of them carry themselves, it looks like they're just there to show that we have some power. If you have experienced it, that an Hilux with Amotekun on it was just blowing siren and asking you to leave the road.
Well, I pursue me. I said it. I reported it. Okeado. From around that Okebola before you get to Okeado Junction, I was driving, and these Hilux was blaring siren and was more like asking me to get off the road.
So I need to see men in Amotekun uniform and say, what's the problem? I should not be afraid that their presence is a danger to my safety.
Okay, let's see who is on this line. Hello, good evening. Thank you for joining us. It's gone. 0809 155 1055. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Thank you for joining us. This is Flash Rendezvous.
Thank you very much. My name is Williams.
Welcome, Mr. Williams.
My fear is this nonchalance as regards insecurity, both from and the federal. Now, they keep just putting away the issue. They can play it as you said. The people were escaping from a million, and they will come out and say it is politics. Now, how is that politics? It's a lie that these people were escaping from a million. So, when Amotekun started, some of us, we saw the SSC and we tried to bring it up. But they said we were trying to politicize the whole issue. Right now, they come to their own, they are behaving just like the police. So, what exactly are they thought? I don't know their orientation, but the thing is this: both the federal and the state, they are too cavalier about the insecurity to the country. They have ready excuses for not doing anything. And that cannot work as a country if we are truly interested in ourselves. Have a nice day. God bless you.
Thank you very much for your comment today. We still want to hear from other people. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. If you want to be part of this one, let's have you here. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for joining us.
My name is Adetunji from Bapata.
Adetunji, let's talk.
I want to speak on the security situation in the state. Hello?
Just go ahead. I already said let's talk. Go ahead.
Okay. We are talking about Amotekun. One thing is to give them equipment and give them guns and everything. But you should not forget about their welfare. Don't forget about their welfare. Whatever you give them, whatever equipment or anything you give them, if they are not sure about their welfare, are they insured? If anything happens to them, like yesterday, I heard of somebody, one of their Amotekun being killed. What happened to the family? So I think the government needs to look into that. Insure them, let them be assured that whatever happens, government is at their back. Their family will not suffer. So once they have the assurance, whatever equipment you give them, they'll be able to use it well. They have the mind to tackle security issue in your state. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your comment today. Now, gentlemen, he harped on welfare. He harped on, making sure that these people that will be, securing us are secured in themselves and that they know that their families are equally secured. What do you say?
Absolutely spot on. Earlier I also mentioned funding. Their welfare should be covered under funding, because we know that security is a rather sensitive, very sensitive, engagement. And some people have asked, why is it that our police officers or our military personnel, anytime they go out on UN peacekeeping operations, they do well, they come back in flying colors. some people are of the opinion that they are even excited to go for it because the pay is different, the welfare package is different. So technically, it means that at home they are not as motivated as they should be. So I agree 100%. If you're paying me 14,000 or 22,000, I'm not saying that's what they get paid, because the government never truly disclosed it. Word on the streets has this very ridiculous figure.
13.5,
less than 13.5, less than
13.5.
Basically less than
the minimum wage.
You can't put me, in harm's way, and then pay me something that's something that will not take me home, and then you expect me to, put the whole of my energy into it. So I agree that their funding should be at the forefront. There should be training and retraining so that they don't misuse their privilege, and there should be better equipment for them.
Okay, all right. Let's take one more call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Thank you for joining us.
My name is William. Please, on Pantami, my major worry now is how compromised this man is and how safe is our data that is with him. That's the major worry right now. And since they are not willing to investigate him, perhaps it is time to put a stop to that situation for now until they do. Have a nice day. God bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we've expressed that fear earlier. I'll say is our data with him. I'll say it's our data with him. Okay, I'm asked to take another break. I'll be back in a moment.
As the best man, I'd like to give a toast. But first, I have a few things to say. The money they are spraying the couple is reducing. It seems some people have rubbed glue under their shoes to party.
Hey, we've been watching Comedy Nights, or maybe My Siblings and I, on Africa Magic Urban, DSTV channel 153. Now you too can get inspired by our local entertainment. Get a HD decoder, dish, plus 1 month DSTV compact subscription for only 18,600 naira. Because great stories start on DSTV.
Bros. I beg, I feel see careless 5K for there. For where?
Oh, my careless 5K. Now Echo Bank straight.
Gentlemen Association.
Hi! EcoBank Super Rewards Orlando. Save 5,000 naira for your EcoBank account for 30 days or open new EcoBank account with 5,000 naira deposit. And you will be one of the 50 people who go collect 25,000 naira a woof every week for 4 months. Plus, 4 people go win 1 million naira grand prize each. To gather more advantage, collect and link your EcoBank card to *326# or EcoBank Mobile. EcoBank Super Rewards. Now from March to July 2021. Terms and conditions apply. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná a máa fúnni ní ìmọ́lẹ̀, a sì máa mú ìdẹ̀rùn wá. Láti wá dènà ìjàmbá iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná, ojúlówó wáyà tàbí kébù ló yẹ ká fi fa iná nínú ilé, lọ́fíìsì àti nínú ìlú. Pure Wires and Cables ní àwọn ilé-iṣẹ́ mọ̀nàmọ́ná àti àwọn agbaṣẹ́ṣe yàn láàyò. Ojúlówó ni, kì í bó lára, kò kì í jóná àbájì, kì í kán sínú, ó sì fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀. Ìdí nìyí tí Standard Organization of Nigeria fi fòun tẹ̀tẹ̀, tí Nigeria Electrical Contractors náà fi dìbò fún. Bí copper cable ṣe wà ní aluminium cable ń bẹ nípele lówó tí kò gún pa. Pure Wires and Cables tó jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Kaman ló ṣe ojúlówó wires and cable jáde. Olú ilé-iṣẹ́ Pure Wires and Cables Limited wà ní Afrin's Compound, Fort Gate, number 122/132, Oṣòdì Apapa Expressway, Ìyànà Ìsọlọ̀ bus stop, Lagos. Ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn ní 080-803-03257. Pure Wires and Cables. Ìrọ̀rùn fi iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná.
Oh my gonna for you. Hello?
Casey, baby, I'm fine now. Sure you go free this Sunday. I won't spoil person pikin.
Hey, which Sunday?
This one now.
I know day.
Sunday after I'm come.
Every Sunday, I no go free.
Wetin happen?
You mean say you no know? New season of Nigerian Idol don land.
Yes, sir. Nigerian Idol don land. Better singing competition with talent wey sabi and plenty drama from the judges. Una go fit watch weekly shows from March 28th and every Sunday for Africa Magic Channel 2 by 7 p.m. sharp. So run, recharge your GoTV subscription on top my GoTV app or USSD star 288 hash to enjoy yourself. Now Techno Mobile and Biggie Drinks bring on this season of Nigerian Idol. GoTV, love it.
Guy, you don't see that new funny video for Twitter? That one with the boy. You mean this one? What of that brother Shaggy News Kit? Where they circulate WhatsApp? Oh, this one. What of that meme? Where the guy?
When mouth open like this, ba?
Mr. Noito, which data you they use know all these things?
Now, Glow new data plans get me.
Are you serious?
With just 50 naira, and they get 50 MB. And with just 100 naira, and they get 150 MB. Where have to use chat or browse on top Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, and even Snapchat. Don't dull yourself, oh. Dial star 777 hash now. Make you begin the browse they go.
Glow Unlimited.
Na gode ranka ya daɗe. Allah ya saka da alkhairi.
Babu damuwa abokina. Wannan ai ba komai bane.
Baba, me yasa kake raba wa al'umma kyauta a lokacin Ramadan?
Mahaifina ya taba faɗa min kuma ni ma zan shaida maka. Kyauta ginshiƙin rayuwa ce. Kai kyautar wani abu kullum komai kankantar sa. Don haka ka zama mai kyautatawa wasu kamar yadda kai ma ake alfahari a gare ka.
Shi yasa ka sayi sabon paketin Indomie na farin cikin fara azumin watan Ramadan?
Tare da sabon paketin Indomie din zan iya raba wa al'ummar da ke kusa da ni a wannan lokaci na Ramadan.
Shin zan iya raba tawa taliyar ta Indomie da makotanmu masu bukata?
Tabbas
zaka iya.
Kasance mai moraggara basar kyautatawa cikin watan azumin Ramadan da taliyar Indomie. Taliyar Indomie abinci mai ɗanɗano wanda ya dace da ku.
We have come to the end of the cooking competition. World-famous chef Big Shot will decide the best food.
Wow, he has finished the food. So, who will he crown winner?
And it's a tie, ladies and gentlemen. All the chefs have been declared winners.
Woo!
Ladies, what's your secret?
No matter where you come from or your taste, you can make great meals every time with Onga, the seasoning of Niger. Now made with locally sourced soya for more nutritional benefits.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Rice and food today is breakfast. Yummy. With Mama does bread for bread. Yummy. We like it rich and buttery taste. Yummy. We love to have it with our bread. Yummy. Nutrition. Mama's bread for bread. We like it. Mama's bread for bread. Delicious. Mama's bread for bread. We love it. Mama's bread for bread.
New Mama's bread for bread. It gives you the right nutrients and energy to be your best each new day. New Mama's bread for bread. Deliciously nourishing for a bright start.
Àǹfààní amóríyá mi ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ìpolongo oríire ti Samsung lákòókò Easter yìí o. Ra èyíkéyìí nínú àwọn S21 series wa kó o lè gba káàdì owó ìrajà sílẹ̀ èyí tó tó 45,000 naira. Gbọ̀hún ìdáàbòbò fóònù rẹ bó o ti ń rà nínú àwọn àṣàyàn Samsung Galaxy A72, A52 àti A32 wa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bùn owó tó tó bí 25,000 naira padà nínú owó A71, A51 àti A31 pẹ̀lú 3,000 naira owó ìpè lórí àwọn àṣàyàn ẹ̀rọ Samsung Galaxy tó o bá rà. Àǹfààní yìí ṣì ń bẹ títí tọ́jọ́ ó fi tọ́lẹ̀ ìlànà àti àjọsọ ń bẹ o.
Splash FM 105.5.
I guess we have to just go. We'll shelve the discussion on 1.2 billion naira Abuja government lodge for your state. Well, let's take calls and then we sign out. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to Splash Rendezvous.
All right. This is Mr. Sampson from Hodi Ferry. Please, I want on the security matter of.
Go ahead, sir.
I guess.
I think it's gone. I think it's gone. All right. So please just call us back. Somebody's on this line. Who is here? Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us.
Okewo is my name.
I didn't get the name.
Okewo is my name.
Welcome, Mr. Okewo. Let's do this quickly. 1 minute. Yeah.
Yes, I want to talk on this security issue that you have been discussing this.
Yes.
Everybody knows that Nigeria. I want to I'm not trying to advocate governor saying that it's not up and down, what have you. We all know that the security situation in Nigeria is such that everybody is like, what will happen next? But concerning this kidnapping stuff, last Friday, I nearly ran into them for the good day Ibadan. Now, what I discovered on that road were about 6 checkpoints, and yet the kidnappers, instead of them to implement patrol, the approach given to this security stuff is not the one that you have checkpoints here and there. There should be patrol of this large post that you can make it to effect. But you're such a man. It's only in Ibadan.
Thank you very much. I mean, he said that we should not be talking about checkpoints, but patrols.
Yes.
Patrolling the highway. I thought we used to have highway patrols.
We still have them.
We just don't have enough. You see, patrols shouldn't even be limited to
the highways.
I'm sure in policing, patrol is probably maybe like a 7 units course. Even within the street, within the community, there's a way you feel
when you see them move around.
In less than 2 minutes, there's going to be a police patrol. But can you blame the police? As big as this Felele is, it will shock you if you know the number of police vans we would have just for Felele. Covering the entire Felele, up to Molete Grammar axis. It is impossible to have an efficient patrol system, and I'm just using
a neighborhood
here. It is impossible.
And what they have. Added to that, the rickety vehicles they are forced to use.
A DPO once told me, he said, "Today, please come look at this police van. The back tire you're seeing is from my wife's
vehicle,
extra tire."
That nails it. So, Michael, your final statement.
Let us do the right thing. Everybody, all of us, including those in government.
Today.
Issa Patami must go.
Okay, so thank you very much, everyone, for being part of it. I will end by saying that let's be possible for Nigerian public officials to do what is right by the people. My name is Oluwaseun Akinola. May Nigeria survive.
Splash FM 105.5.
Yummy, with mama does spread for nutrition, spread for bread. We like it, spread for bread. Delicious, spread for bread. We love it, spread for bread.
New Mama spread for bread. It gives you the right nutrients and energy to be your best each and